Alright, here we go once more. Welcome to Dumbass Minecraft. We are going to be working on the floor today. Because I don't think I have enough cobblestone, but it's enough that I'm going to try. I do need another chest. Probably another double chest, actually. Um, and I didn't want to do that. I think if you do this, it'll place it right. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Don't need this dirt either. Cobblestone. I have a shit ton of coal. Interesting. Alright. So the way that this game works, because there is a gimmick to Dumbass Minecraft, is that you guys leave suggestions for shit for me to do in the comments. This might actually end up being enough cobblestone. You leave suggestions for shit for me to do in the comments, and I get around to doing them eventually. I don't remember what I was going to say. I was going to say something. But it is gone. I'm taking this stone pickaxe with me, actually. Alright, I need to craft a whole bunch of shovels. I'll craft 8 of them. Stick, stripstone, that. Alright. And then I'm gonna... Actually... we'll start stocking up on cobblestone a little bit. Alright, and then I take the shovel. And I'm gonna do the corners that have torches first so that I can put the torches back down. The spots that have torches, rather, not the corners. All of the spots that have torches. Oh my god, I'm used to shift. I've been playing way too much D2. I'm used to shift key being sprint. I feel like shift key being sprint is a pretty standard video game practice, though, so that's not just Destiny. I should take care of the farm at some point. And probably call some of my animals. That is not what I wanted to do. It's interesting that some of those torches already ended up lying on cobblestone. Alright. The thing that I promised that I was going to do today is I was going to talk about Nier Automata. Because if you did not see, I just finished my 6-month-long Nier Automata playthrough yesterday. And because the episode ran so long, I didn't get a chance to talk about it in depth at the end. like I wanted to. So, honestly, I don't have that much to say about it other than just like high praise for the story. There are a lot of fucking cows in there. I should get around to killing some of them. Alright. I'm gonna start over here, actually. Gotta get rid of these plants, though. Those cows are really fucking loud. Thank God I don't still have the, fucking... I didn't mean to mind that. The deep fried Minecraft thing on. Because this would be absolute hell. Especially with mining all these blocks. Switch to a different shovel. Oh, the other thing that I was considering doing, which would take way too much time and effort, was putting down stone bricks on the floor instead of just cobblestone. But I don't feel like taking the time to make stone bricks. I've been working on this house for something like 6 episodes or something crazy, and I want it done soon. Honestly, I probably could have just... And I was thinking about this when I... Like, not last episode, a couple of episodes ago, I think it was the episode when I was putting the roof in. I could, and I may have said this, but I could very easily have gotten away with doing another montage. Because that's what I did for the dirt house, the dirt mansion. And that worked just fine. So, like, honestly, I just gave myself more work than I needed. But it's a little late to not do that. Or it's a little late to do that, rather. I guess it's never too late to do much of anything. And I guess that's a kind of dangerous philosophy to... Not to live by, but to preach. But, yeah, I'm gonna mine out all this stuff first, and then I'll come back and put cobblestone in it. This will probably take 2 episodes, honestly. But I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, that's probably a dangerous philosophy to live by. To be like, oh yeah, it's never too late to do anything. I didn't mean to break that shovel, fuck. Was not paying attention. Was yapping. Couldn't hear you over the sound of my own intellectual prowess. That was a joke, by the way. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I keep getting distracted. That's the ADHD for you. I feel like it's a dangerous game to be like, oh yeah, it's never too late to do anything. Because then you got old people going... I mean, I was gonna say, you got old people going skydiving. But I guess it really depends on, like, your physical ability. And even then, you can usually improve that. Like, my great-grandfather has been going to the gym and working out and stuff, and he is much more physically adept than he had been. Like, he had been very sedentary. He had been, like, hunched over. He actually gained height. He was not very fast, and he was not very strong. And he's been going to the gym, and he's a lot better for it. So I guess it's not... I guess you really just have to put in the work. I feel like with most things, and I've already said this... I got distracted yapping again. I feel like with most things... I wish there would be like a pop-up that on the screen that would be like almost out of durability or low durability or something like that. Like, that would be really nice. But anyway, I feel like with most things, if you want it bad enough, you can usually make change. Again, there are definitely exceptions to that. And I don't know. I feel like that could be a very dangerous thing to tell some people, because they could take that the wrong way, being like, oh, I can do whatever I want. But like, especially like if you're crippled, like the example I had given last time was like mentally disabled, but like I guess also like if you're physically crippled, like especially if it's bad enough that you're like stuck in a wheelchair all of the time. I could probably fill this hole in, actually. Maybe not. Why is there not a torch here? Guess I'm not filling in this hole. I'm gonna put a dirt floor over it, though. I'm gonna swap tools before I break that one, too. But, like, if you're stuck... Not that people in wheelchairs can't do anything, but, like, especially if you are disabled enough that, like, you are completely physically crippled, you cannot speak, stuff like that. Like, it's going to be much more difficult and potentially impossible to make a change. At least the kind most changes. Just because it's just because of the nature of your disability. And I guess that speaks to any kind of disability. Any kind of disability is going to make it so much more difficult to change. But I think it's rarely ever impossible. You'd be surprised what the human mind can make itself do. Like, honestly. I said that as I was thinking of a specific story, and it was like a YouTube short where it was like, you know, those Reddit reads. And it was like the absolute hatred humanity has for Barney the dinosaur. But the context was that there was a guy who was paralyzed, completely paralyzed. People thought he was still he was in a coma. He came out of the coma and was completely paralyzed. They thought he was still comatose. And he ended up regaining control of his body enough to let people know. Not that he was no longer paralyzed, but like he was able to communicate that he was conscious by sheer willpower alone. And the thing that gave him the power to do that, and this is where Barney the Dinosaur comes in, is that they were having him watch Barney the Dinosaur. They would just like sit his quote unquote comatose body in front of a TV every day, and he would be stuck watching Barney the Dinosaur, and he hated it enough that he was able to regain control of his body. And this is a shit ton of dirt. I could build another fucking dirt mansion. And they ended up, apparently he wrote a book too. Probably not physically wrote it himself, considering his state, but apparently human beings hate Barney the Dinosaur. That fucking purple dinosaur. Grimace's elder cousin. By elder, I mean like thousands of years ago, or millions of years ago, or whatever the timeline is. So, Nier Automata. That was what I was going to talk about today. And I've already used up most of my time. Fuck. So, I have the highest regards for that game. I think it's fucking incredible. I would recommend playing it. Especially if you, I know, I'm conscious of the fact that I'm not very good at video games, but even so, you just put on all the auto attack stuff and the auto dodge, and you're basically invincible. I invincible. I might edit in the invincible title card there. That would be funny. I probably will not, because that would take effort, and I don't have a lot of energy as of late. But it would be funny. Just pretend that I edited in the invincible title card. But what's that? Is that another pillager? Or is it a trick of the light? I thought I saw something move. Anyway, I think it was just a trick of the light. Fucking schizophrenic Minecraft, am I right? I wonder... Oh, no, we're talking about Nier Automata. I said I was going to talk a bunch about it today. That was perfect. Perfect timing. Because that was exactly how much I needed. Is it nighttime out yet? No, it's not. Alright. Cobblestone. Don't need these. I'll have these pickaxes equipped, and I'm actually going to pull these pickaxes and repair them just in case I need them. I shouldn't. But you never know. Alright. We're going to get the entire floor put in today. Yes, hello. Alright, Nier Automata. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I think I knew beforehand that I was gonna do 3 playthroughs because the playthroughs are different. But I really like the way that they started and ended a story. I think I'm a little bit off the bed. I like the way that they started and ended a story. Like, I thought the first playthrough was really good. And like, I don't know, from there I was like, well, this told a full story. I don't know how they're gonna do it without just doing another perspective. And I do have like beef with the third story arc, specifically 9S's mentality. Because the point of the first and second story arcs were that the machines are not all bad. And like that was kind of the point. And then 9S was just like, oh, I'm gonna go destroy all machines. I understood his hatred towards A2 because he thought she killed 2B. And I'm a little curious what would have happened if I had picked 9S. I definitely think it was the right choice to pick A2 for the final boss battle. Because she spares, spoilers by the way, go watch that video if you haven't yet. It's really good. It's a little long, but it's thoroughly worth the watch. I enjoyed myself. She spares, or I think she spared him. I'm not entirely certain what like the outcome of that battle meant. It seemed like she was kind of letting him go. Like, she sacrificed her life to take out the tower. But like 9S, she had knocked out, but it didn't seem like he was dead. It seemed like she hacked into him and repaired the logic virus because he was not thinking straight, which does explain, I guess, but that's a stupid excuse. Why he was not thinking clearly. But again, that's a stupid excuse. So I don't know. I feel like most of the series was most of the playthroughs were well implemented, and I will always be nostalgic for the first one. Because that was I think that was the one I played for the longest. because the other ones I didn't do any side quests, or at least not any unnecessary side quests. Um, but the third playthrough in particular just kind of brought everything crashing to the ground. Like, honestly. Like, that was kind of the point of the third playthrough. Was that, like, everything is dead now. I guess not necessarily the machines, and I guess that kind of shows A2's growth, like, character growth, in that, like, she went from, okay, my only goal is to destroy all the machines, to, I have to preserve humanity's impact on the world. Which was kind of, like, I know the way that they kind of had phrased it was that the point of the Yorha project was to give androids a purpose, but if you think about it really deep, okay, it's not a thunderstorm, good. It's kind of less that and more like preserving Earth's most influential beings history. And I that was definitely like brought on and like outlined by the library's existence, and kind of being like, you know, that's kind of shows the purpose of pretty much everything there. I may not have enough cobblestone. I may be just a little bit short. But I don't know, if you are interested in Nier Automata, either A, go play it. I got it on Steam during a sale, I think. I usually get my stuff during sales because I don't feel like paying full money for things, and if there's a sale, I'm going to take advantage of it. But it's normally $30, something like that. It might even be on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. So, or if you don't have the money to pay for it and don't have the game and wish to experience the absolutely incredible story, go check out my playthrough of it, because I played through the entire thing. There was one segment that I missed, because my recording software did not start recording. I literally just looked at my recording software and was like, hold on, let me make sure this one is recording too. I checked it earlier, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it was because it had turned off after I had started recording. If I am short cobblestone, it's just a little bit. I don't think I'm going to be. Oh, I might be. No, I'm not going to be. Because these are 16 wide. Yeah, these are 16 wide. And I have 4 stacks of cobble left. Yeah, so go if you wish to experience, go play it for yourself. Go watch my playthrough of it. Again, absolutely incredible game. Oh yeah, I definitely have enough. There we go. The house is complete. Alright. I'm going to call it quits here. It's been half an hour. I will have more content coming out Thursday. Ugh. I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet. Probably I'm planning on starting the Doom series soon. Um, I don't know if that's gonna happen this week, or if it'll be next, or if it'll start next week. Um, but we'll have something coming out Thursday. Um, Tomorrow I will be streaming 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. EST. Um, Probably I'm not certain what yet. But is a chance it will be Rivals of Aether. Because Cam has been asking to play that. It'll either be that or Minecraft Dungeons are the two most likely candidates. Um, but and then I'll be streaming Friday, same time, same place, and that will either be Destiny or more likely Cobblemon. Um, but for now, that's all I've got. If you like this video, drop a like. Want to see more content like this? Consider subscribing. Um, if you want to be part of my community, join my Discord. The link to that is in my bio. My Discord server, that is. Um, it's nighttime. Let me sleep. But other than that, I don't really have anything. Again, with this series, one thing with this series, if you want to leave a suggestion in the comments for stupid stuff you want to see me do, go ahead and do that. It is greatly appreciated. It gives me stuff to do in this series, especially since I'll probably start a mineshaft next time I play. Because I don't have a good resource income right now. I'm gonna take care of the farm, slaughter some animals, breed some animals, and then take care of the mineshaft. Or the mines. But for now, that's all I've got. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next video. So long, and farewell.